Well, the women are back in Peniche for the first time since 2010 here for the MEO Rip Curl Pro in Portugal. Caroline Marks is in the lineup for quarterfinal number 1 up against Steph Gilmore.
It's like Stephanie Gilmore got one on her forehand, opens up with that beautiful front side carve. See this wave kicks out Caroline Marks. She answers back on that backhand, swoop through this section, kicks out to regain priority.
That was an insane heat. Excellent heat totals by both you, yourself, and Jack out there. How do you feel coming out of a heat where you put on such a performance, but having to match someone who's putting on a great performance of his own?
Yeah, that was a great hit against Jack. He started with a good air, and then it's helping me. And 4 days ago, I couldn't walk in, with too much pain in my leg, and now I'm fighting it.
This is the split peak for the ladies. Caroline Marks on her forehand, digs into that first section, comes out with a lot of speed, finishes this one on her feet. I love the piece of equipment Caroline's riding at the moment. It looks very similar to the board that she rode at Lenoir in France at the Roxy Pro. But two beautiful cracks from Caro.
And a paddle now for our surfer with priority. Steph Gilmore driving into that back foot. Puts a lot of power and punch into that opening turn. Just gets caught by the section, unfortunately goes down. Caroline Marks now out the back with priority. See that high tide punch and the waves turning on.
Well, watch Steph as she attacks the slip. A lot of spray, but they're just hung up on her heels and she goes down.
Caroline Marks having a paddle, a beautiful left-hander already spitting as Caroline drops in. Massive hack to start off with. Just a one-hit wonder, kicks out under the foam.
This is the wave from Caroline. You see that spit though, there's indication that she could have potentially been deeper on that wave to really capitalize on that barrel section.
As we see Steph Gilmore having a look on a similar looking wave. Beautiful turn to start off with, driving off the bottom, putting tons of power into that back foot as she comes through into this frothy inside section, puts on the finishing touch. She's gonna hopefully ride out clean, and there she is. She is right back in the running, chasing just a 4.68 to take that lead away from Caroline.
Yeah, that was a good answer back from Steph on that wave. Steph Gilmore, open face, beautiful bottom turn, finds that flow, burns a bit of speed so she can go into that next maneuver. And then this right here, so important to ride this out. And she does that.
Could be watching her take that home, but Caroline Marks has all the opportunity to put the spoiler in and keep her name in the world title mix. A great combination of turns from Caroline as she comes through into the inside, putting on a powerful finish in the froth. And if Caroline can take the win out here, she takes that world title scenario into Maui.
That's right, and let's have a look at Caroline's wave. I love this first bottom turn that she sets up here, really lengthy through that bottom, chucks it up into the lip. That wave goes a little bit slopey and shoulders out for her. In the lead on that Jeep leaderboard, and interesting scenarios. I think that's all that Caroline has on her mind, just win this event.
And Steph, starting out with that high line, makes her way around the section, realizes it's not going to give her what she's looking for. Steph dropped in a 6.67 for her previous wave, that beautiful left-hander. Currently sitting second to Steph Gilmore, who's number 6 on the leaderboard, and having a look now with priority is Steph Gilmore. Lovely wave opening up in front of her, misses that opening barrel section, but puts so much power in on her backhand, connects together another turn. So much style coming through from Steph Gilmore onto the inside, looking to put some distance between herself and Caroline Marks.
Yeah, interesting use of priority there. That wave a little bit smaller, had a bit of foam on the face, but put together a nice sequence of maneuvers. Let's see, so Caroline also having a look. Steph, she utilizes her priority, has to wait a long time before she can get to the open face of this wave. Beautiful backhand style. Second maneuver, pretty similar to the first, cuts back so that she can stay.
Anna Weston Webb, she'll be coming up next against Sally Fitzgibbons. Caroline Marks, such a beautiful left-hander opening up in front, massive carve to start off with, coming in under the lip for that second powerful re-entry. Flawless surfing from Caroline Marks.
Oh man, if Steph was front row to that wave, she would be kicking herself, because that was a beautiful ride from Caroline. Similar to the two-turn combo she got in the 7, but I think that is a touch better. Watch this, a bigger wave from Caroline, really digs in on that bottom turn, leans on that rail, waits for the section to present itself, rides out clean. Two-turn combo, much like the 7.0, finishes so strong.
Start off kind of smaller, a little bit slow, and to become really consistent over the last couple of hours. Caroline now utilizing priority on her backhand. Nice hack right in the pocket, lines up for the second one, decides to duck out the back. So Steph now with 5 minutes on the clock, sitting in that driving seat, chasing a big score.
On the forehand to Steph, Caroline utilizes her priority. This maneuver though, beautiful, just glancing blow at that lip, gets weightless on the free fall.
We have Steph Gilmore with a massive right-hander opening up in front of her, ducks out of the closeout. Unfortunately, how amazing would that wave have been if it opened up? Down to 5 seconds, and it looks like the ocean has gone quiet. Caroline Marks booking herself a spot into the semifinals. 3-1 for Caroline over Steph Gilmore. 3 for 3 heats this year, the matchups for 2019. A little bit of friendship and camaraderie out in the lineup to finish it off. Congratulations to Caroline Marks making it into the semis. We'll be right back with Sally Fitzgibbons and Tatiana Weston-Webb.